Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to come along and have a play with these things. I don't know really whether these are like coin. I'm not sure what these would be called. They're kind of like specimen slides, but they're kind of round. So I'm not sure whether these are specimen slides or whether they're coin holders or something. I'm not really too sure. I'd received these in a happy mail. I have used a few of these already. So yeah, I've already used these in a few things, but I don't think I've ever done a video actually kind of coming along and playing and, you know, making things specifically with them. I think I've just used them, you know, on a few things that I've made. So I thought let's come along and have a bit of a play and see what we can make with these. So I've got my butterfly stamps here, and I'd got these recently from Amazon. I'm pretty sure that I have used these in another, you know, another video. Yeah, I can't remember which video, but I'm pretty sure that I have actually used these before. But they were from Amazon, and as you can see, just a gorgeous selection of butterflies. So I thought they would be really, really nice to use for these. Now, when I have actually made these previously, the only thing that I have had a bit of trouble with is actually getting them to stay stuck. Yeah, I don't know whether I've maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I've had to always stitch around them. I've never managed to get them to actually stay glued. So I'm going to try a couple of different things and see whether I can get them to stay glued today. I'm going to try this red tape, which I had received from the lovely Heather, because this is very, very strong, this tape. So I'm hoping that this might just do the trick. But if not, you know, then you can always kind of stitch these around on your sewing machine. So what I thought we'd do is I thought we would have a play around colouring these, because of course, you know, they're a little bit boring in the white. So I've got here my little Brian paint sticks, and I have used these in another video. Again, I'm not too sure whether it's actually gone up or not, so I do apologise. So what I'm going to do for the purposes of this is I'm just going to kind of dob some down on my desk. Because these are like paint sticks, you can obviously just put these down and then wet them, much as you would, you know, like a watercolour paint or something like that, you know, like a watercolour pencil or something. So yeah, I thought we'd have a go and just see what they look like. So I'm just going to spray them. Sorry, you can't now see those colours, but I'm just going to spray them with a little dab of water like that. Okay, and then I've got my brush here, so just going to see, don't want them really too dark, so that's the only kind of observation that I've made with these paint sticks, is it's quite tricky to get it quite pale. You know, they have a tendency to want to be quite dark. So yeah, I'm kind of trying to pick it up a bit more kind of gently than I have done when I've used them in some of my other things that I've used them, because I've always been a little bit heavy-handed. Can you see there, you know, straight away it's wanting to be dark, isn't it? It's liking being dark. It's not kind of wanting to be delicate. It wants to be heavy-handed. So yeah, it's quite tricky to get it quite light, I think. So just go around there like that. Okay, I mean, the good thing is with these is obviously, you know, you can just kind of keep picking up water and, you know, going in. I mean, they're just really like a watercolour, you know, so they're quite movable, which is really nice. So I've got those. Now, obviously they look a little bit on the patchy side, well, quite a lot on the patchy side, but I'm not too worried because I'm going to do some little bits of stamping on them as well. So hopefully they're going to still look, you know, quite pretty, even though they possibly look a little bit shocking at the moment. So yeah, I'm not too worried. So let's just clean my brush off. I'm going to keep my water, I think, handy actually. Oops. So let me just clean my brush off a bit. Okay, right, let's go with the purple. Okie dokie. So again, just kind of trying to get that, you know, more lilac than purple. I mean, it's maybe a bit of a violet colour actually, but yeah, I don't want it kind of really dark purple or anything. So just trying to get sort of a bit of colour, you know, to get rid of that stark white. I didn't want to have these as the stark white, basically. So just kind of going around those like that. Okay. Oops. And then along here like that. Okay. Okie dokie. So again, just going to leave that one to dry now. Okay, go in again, just clean my brush. Right, should we go back in with the blue, and then we'll try some green, I think. So yeah, I mean, I want to make a few of these, so you know, I have a few then ready to use, because the thing is with things like this, they're quite fun to do, but I find that, you know, they're quite time consuming, and especially kind of, because I don't know about you guys, where I don't tend to do things like this that often, I then find it, you know, hard to remember what I've found works best on them. And so then when I come to do one, I do like one for the project I'm working on, don't maybe touch them for another few months, and then of course have to start from scratch, because then I'm experimenting and finding out what works again. So, you know, I'm thinking kind of make a few, like bulk make, and then A, you know, it's all fresh in my mind, and B, I'm not then going to have to make them for a while. So, you know, I'll have a whole bunch kind of ready on hand to just pull in as and when. So obviously this at the moment is, you know, very much blue-green. That's fine, I don't mind that. So, yeah, let's go around there. Okay. Okie dokie. Like that. And then this one, oops. Okay. Take that around like that. Now the only thing is, obviously these do have a slightly sort of glossy surface, so not quite sure how well these are going to actually dry on here. And obviously I have not tried these previously. Again, I should have tried these before starting a video. The amount of times I say that. Okay, so this one's dried on there pretty well. So yeah, it looks like they're going to be okay. So should we put some, let's have some brighter green. So again, just going to kind of go in here, get some green put down. Maybe put some yellow down as well. Like that, okay. And just go in again with a bit more water. Okay. So, I mean, this is turning out, this one is a little bit more green than I would have liked. You know, I find this type of thing quite hard to make look anyway vintage. Although, actually, now I'm spreading it thinner. It's looking okay now. So maybe it will be okay after all. Okay. And, you know, I mean, don't forget, there will be a back and a front, really, to this. So, I mean, you know, to be honest, one side can be, like, you know, lighter than the other side, I guess, really. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Right, there's that one. And then should we do one, oops. Should we do one in like red and pink? Because we've got no red or pinky ones, have we, going on? So let me just grab some tissue to wipe down my messy bit here. Okay. Clean my brush off a bit. Let's put some red down and some pink down. Just so as we've got a variety to work with, because we don't want them all looking the same, do we? So I'm pretty sure that I press way too hard with these paint sticks. I don't think I probably have to press half as hard as I do, but you know me. not really a very gentle person, so just, yeah, pressing very hard there. Okay, right, let's just go in again with a bit more of the water. Okay, right, let's go. So just start with the red. Oh, that doesn't look a very nice colour, does it? I don't know whether that's where I've got sort of blue on the brush still. It's looking quite grey, isn't it? Just doesn't really look a very nice colour, to be honest. It looks, yeah, just not all that nice. I don't know why. Right, let's just go around there. Oops. And then along this edge. Oh. Okay. Oh dear, not making a very good job of this one, am I? Again, I mean, I'm not too worried because, to be honest, you know, I'm planning on doing a little bit of stamping and things on here. So, I mean, hopefully this is all going to be just disguised anyway. So it will all come out okay in the end. All come out in the wash, as my mum would say. All come out in the wash. Yeah, I wonder why people would say that. Well, I guess, you know, obviously it came from stains coming out in the wash, but yeah. All come out in the wash. I don't know whether people say that. Do people say that when it's a secret or something? I'm not sure. Not sure when people say that, to be honest. But anyway, I'm using it just basically saying it will all be fine in the end. I'm not sure that is the context of that saying, but yeah, if you've heard that saying before, you know, please say what does it mean. I know, you know, in real terms, you know, stains coming out clothes or whatever, but yeah, is it kind of when there's secrets, or is it, you know, if something's a bit kind of, oh, is that going to work? I'm not sure. Right, there we go. So again, let me just mop up this little bit there. Okay, right, so we've got quite a few now that have been coloured, so I'm just going to again just mop the paint up, otherwise I shall be getting that all over them. That'll be the next thing. Okay, let's just wipe my brush. Okie dokie. Right, now my butterflies, I'm going to pull those in. Now I've got a brand new Stays On, so ink pad, so that's all good. Now I don't have a brand new block. I've got this one. It's not that clean, but it's quite clean compared to the rest of my blocks, which are just terrible. So yeah, for me this is quite a clean block. So I'm just going to have a look and see what butterfly is going to be good. I quite like this one actually. Should we go for that one? So I mean, these are lovely stamps, aren't they? They're very pretty butterflies. And then I've got my brand new black Stays On. So hopefully this is juicy, juicy, juicy. Now, the only thing is with this stuff, you've got to be a bit careful because these are slightly curled up, as you can see, which, you know, not great. And the other thing is, obviously, the brand new Stays On very, very juicy. So there's a tendency I'm going to smudge this. So I just want to kind of press it and really try and keep it as still as I can. Yay! So that was more luck than judgment, I have to say. You know, there was quite a high chance of actually smudging that. It was, yeah, very lucky that I didn't. Okay, right, let's just do another one. So we'll just go in with this one. So again, just trying to be really careful. I think I might have smudged that one a bit. I did smudge it a little bit, if you can see that, but to be honest, you know, it's not very evident. So I'm going to put that one back. Let's do another couple of butterflies so that, you know, they're not all looking the same, because that would be a bit boring, wouldn't it? Let's put these away, out of the way. Otherwise I'm inundated with these specimen slides now. Let's put those out of the way. Right, let's have a look. Oops. Went over with my mat. What do you call it? You know, my thingamajiggy. Right, let's go for this one. This one's a pretty one. because these ones are a little bit too big. I think they'd be okay, but obviously some of the butterfly might be cut off, and then some of them are perhaps a bit too small, although still would look quite nice, I think. So yeah, I could probably still get away with the smaller ones. Right, so we've got this green one. This one's very curly. Some are more curly than others. So yeah, I haven't got a good feeling about this one. Okay. Oh, not too bad. It's a little bit low. You know, I would have preferred it a bit higher, but you know, that's fine. So I'll just go in now with the purpley one, and we'll do this one again. So again, just, I'm going to try and get it slightly higher. Okay. Smudge that one a little bit, I think. Oh dear. I mean, this is really tricky, to be honest, to get these, you know, spot on when the surface is slightly curved like that. You know, they obviously then have a tendency to want to move. They don't look too bad. They're going on okay. So let's try one last one other butterfly. So let's just have a look and see what butterflies there are. So we've used that one and that one. What about that one? Or shall we try a big one? Oh, excuse me. Let's try this one. So this one is a big one, but I'm thinking we might be able to get kind of those little bits off, you know, kind of further down. I mean, I'm saying that as if this is going to be really easy to do. Of course, I don't know how I think I'm going to do that because it's quite curly. I'm not really going to be able to judge which bit's going where, to be honest, until it's landed. So, okay, the eagle has landed. Let's have a look. Oh, not too bad. And I quite like it, actually, the way it's, you know, filling the entire space, actually. I think that's quite nice. So let's go on now and do this one. So this will be the last one. Okay. Okay, squish that in. Yay. Oh gosh, I've really smudged that one. Oh, what a shame. The last one I did was so rubbish. Right, okay. Well, never mind. I mean, it's still fine. It's still perfectly usable. So, right, let's put this away. Put that back in my little stamp bin. Okay, right. Bit messy now, I'm afraid, from the stays on. So then all I'm going to do now, I think, is just stamp around the edges so as I get some script. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to punch one of my 1.5 inch, this is 1.5 circle inch punches, so that I can put that like in the middle, you know, over that, so that hopefully that's going to just protect it from me by accidentally stamping the like acetate type stuff. So yeah, let's do that. Actually, you know what? Why don't we do two? Because then we can stamp it all together at the same time. Okay. So we're going to do it like that. Oh, I hope this is going to be okay. Got a horrible feeling here. Right, okay. Let's put that one there. Right. So I'm going to just take this. Oh, you know what? I could do with it upside down. And all I'm going to do is just stamp around randomly. Like that, okay? And we can just flick those out. There we go. Looks very pretty, doesn't it? So that's that one. So let's do this purple one. So again, I want to have it upside down. The reason I'm saying that is because it's just easier for me to stamp this down this way. So I need the butterfly to be kind of upside down, if that makes sense. Okay, like that. Oops. Oh, look what I've done. They have now stamped on here a little bit. It's fine. Hopefully it will be fine anyway. Hopefully. Oh, a bit nervous now. Right, let's cover these up again. Okay, let's turn it upside down. Should we try a swirl? Oops. Oh dear. This is not looking so good, is it? Oh, this one's a bit tricky to do. Oh, you know where I've got that black on there, don't you? It's picked it up from the desk. Didn't really give that any thought whatsoever. So let me just wipe this down. Yeah, it's where, obviously, it's stamping over, if you see what I mean. Because I thought, well, that's weird. How have I picked black up on there? That's how. That's how. Okay. Let's try and hold this in place a bit. Okay. Oh my goodness. This, oh gosh, come on. Like that. And then just round here. Ah, right. See how I've done. Not too bad, although that's the front, so I'd prefer to have a bit more stamping. So we've just touched that in there. Okay. I think that swirl is a little bit on the big side, it's got to be said. So let's just try, I've got this one, which is again another corner stamp. I mean, I love my corner stamps, as you know. So I'm just going to, oh look. Oh, honestly, what is wrong with me? Oh, I'm so messy. Right, okay, mop this up. And put this here. Right, I'm going to have to hold this in place because it's just, you know, a bit moving about a bit too much. Okay, right. Ah! Oh dear, this is not great, is it? I think perhaps I should just stick with the script. Because, yeah, this is not looking very good, to be honest. Oh, dear. Not making a very good job of this one, am I? No, not making a great job of that. I mean, having said that, when they're kind of folded over and, you know, finished off, I mean, hopefully they're going to look better than they do here. I mean, they couldn't really look worse, could they? So, yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to somehow pull this back from the brink. Oh, pulling it back from the brink. Am I going to manage it? That's the question. Right, I'm having a look. Oh, don't know now what. Oh, should we try this one? Right, this is script and damask. Oh, which way up is the butterfly? Okay, so again, I'm going to put it up the other way. Okay. Let's try this one. So this is like script and, well, damask, not scroll, but you know. So we're going to have a bit of everything going on here. Okay, not too bad. Let's hold this one. Oh, hold this one in place. Ah. Okay, and then just. Oh dear, that one looks horrendous. Definitely the worst one of the bunch, but that's the back, don't forget. So I'm, you know, I'm still not too worried. Oh, luckily not too worried. Right, let's just wipe this down. Okay, last one. Last one. Do you know, I should probably just stick with the. Oh, do you know? Let's just be brave. Let's just go for this again. Okay. Let's go for this. Let's put it this way up this time and do it kind of right way up and see if I have any better luck doing it this way. Oh gosh, not so far. Definitely not more luck so far. Okay, let's have a look. That just looks terrible, absolutely terrible. Never mind. Right, okay, let's move along and do the next part of the video, which hopefully we're going to have a bit more joy. So let me put the inks out of the way. Right, Okay, I'm going to bin these because I don't need those now. Right, let's pull in this one, which is hopefully the driest. Now, obviously I want to now glue this together. So I'm going to try this red tape. I mean, this red tape is very strong. So I'm really hoping that, you know, this is going to be the stuff that's going to clamp this closed. So let's just cut this down here. Oops. And then, I mean, you probably do need to kind of put this everywhere, which I know that sounds a bit overkill, but to be honest, because this is quite stiff card, I'm thinking if you don't have this everywhere, it's just not going to stick. It's going to want to just keep opening. So, you know, definitely I think you're going to need to have this everywhere. So I'll just put this down here. Now, mine is probably overlapping slightly, but that's fine. I'd rather probably, you know, cut it off than not have it stuck, if that makes sense. So just going to trim it down the edges here. Okay, whoops. Trim it off here as well. Okay. Oops. Right, okay. Let's just... Ooh, fingers crossed. I'm really hoping that this is going to work. Because like I say, I've tried this. I think I used Fabri-Tac, and I've also tried it with obviously my normal glue. Neither of which were really strong enough to hold this. So I'm really hoping that this red tape is going to be the stuff. It's going to do the trick. I don't know. So, oops. Let's just press that down. Now, probably use my bone folder here to get it smooshed down nicely. Okay, well, at least it's instant. I mean, definitely the glue, because this is very stiff, you know, like the glue was not drying quick enough. It was just popping open, if you know what I mean. You know, it just needed something that was going to give it a more instant kind of sticking power. So from that point of view, the red tape has been a godsend. So yeah, we'll try another one with the red tape, shall we? So let's do this one. So again, perhaps I will do this bit first. Now this here, I've kind of gone over the crease. That's fine, I don't mind that. Okay, and we'll just trim that down there. Obviously, you've really not got a lot of room to play with here because, you know, they're quite skinny frames, if you see what I mean. So hence then I have to tidy it up from the outside because there's just not enough room here to put the red tape. There is on this side, I think. Well, maybe not actually. And I think there will be at the top, but there definitely wasn't on the bottom. Okay. So let's... Yeah, there is on the top. So, oh, I say there is on the top. There isn't actually. Ooh, I was just fibbing. Not even enough on the top. So just going to trim that down now. Okay. Right, let's now stick this one together. Oh, fiddly, fiddly. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I've now got, obviously, the black stays on ink all over me, so that's not looking very attractive. I've also got glue all over me, so that's again not looking very attractive. So yes, I'm very sorry about the state that I seem to have got in during the course of this video. I mean, honestly, these are pretty kind of like straightforward things, aren't they? Who'd have thought that I could make such a mess just making these? Because I mean, actually, on the face of it, they look pretty harmless, don't they? Like, they're not really going to make much mess at all. Okay. Well, definitely I'm quite enjoying the red tape on these. It seems to be, whoops, seems to be working quite well. Yeah, definitely I would recommend the red tape if you've got any. I mean, you could just try normal double-sided tape, but this red tape is very strong. You know, it seems to be a lot stronger than the normal double-sided tape. So yeah, I think it kind of needs that extra bit of power to get it to hold closed. Right, let's do a couple more. I won't bore you obviously kind of doing all of these, so I'll just do a couple more that we can then decorate up and hopefully just, you know, make look super pretty. Maybe have a little bit of inspiration somewhere. You know, if you've got things like this, that you could then get yours out and have a play with yours. So, you know, and of course you don't have to do butterflies, you can do anything. I mean, I just thought that those butterfly stamps would be perfect for these. So, you know, that's why I've used those. But yeah, if you've got other stamps that are, you know, you just want quite small stamps. I have got those other, what do you call them? Stampendous, the little charms stamps. And I was so kindly bought some more by the lovely Michelle, who runs our Facebook group. She had bought me those and I was going to use those. And then I thought, oh, actually, I'm going to use these because some of those charms ones are actually very tiny. So a bit like those butterflies that I said were a bit too small, they would be like that. So these, I just felt had the right combination of sizes, so that I had small ones and then, you know, slightly bigger should I need them. So, okay. And then we'll do a red one so that we've got, you know, hopefully then one of each colour, haven't we? Just so it's a bit more exciting than just seeing kind of the same old colour doing or being done every time. So yeah, okay, I'm just going to then fold this over. Oh my goodness. So this is that awful one that I made that horrendous mess with the you know, that big stamp. But do you see, I mean, now it's folded over, actually I don't mind it. I think it looks quite pretty. So, you know, like, because sometimes I think you can dislike things as soon as you've made them, i.e. during the process. You know, you stamp it and think, oh my gosh, that looks awful. But actually, once you kind of put it together, sometimes things just don't look as bad as you were kind of expecting or anticipating. So, you know, just stick with things right to the end before you kind of make a judgment. And, you know, as well, don't forget, if you really don't like something, you can always cover it up. You know, there is always going to be the opportunity to cover things up. So, you know, never worry too much. Right, this is that one that I really smudged and made quite a rubbish job of. So let's just pull this one in. So again, just going over there. We'll just cut this down. And then let's do this bit here. Okay. This one. Oh my goodness. Ah. Oh my gosh, come on. I'm so sorry about this. It's just, this is the type of thing that I find very fiddly. I mean, hence probably I've put off doing this on camera and made them just off camera when I've used the ones that I said about, because, you know, this is the type of thing that I'm not very eloquent at making them. So I probably would prefer to do them off camera, out of view, than do them on full view for everyone to see. So yeah, this is kind of quite brave for me to be doing these very fiddly type things. Okay, right. So again, just fold this over. And yeah, definitely it's helping to use my bone folder to kind of smoosh them down. Okay, they are looking good. Right. Okie dokie. Let's just now Just tidy up the edges. The only reason I'm doing this is because the edges don't necessarily meet perfectly, and because I've used the red tape, a couple of them have had like a sticky kind of seal, if you know what I mean. So I'm just kind of going around the edges just so that, you know, I'm getting rid of that sticky seal. Right, let me get rid of all that sticky tape now. So, oh, sticky everywhere. Oh, come on, put that in the bin. Oh, come on. Sorry, stuck on me then. Right, okay, so they're all looking quite good. So what I'm going to do is obviously now vintage them up with some Walnut Stain. Still using the Walnut Stain, and I've said this like for weeks, but I mean, I just like to say what I'm using because, you know, sometimes people are watching for the first time, or, you know, maybe they just don't watch very often and they've not heard me say that. And then, you know, they're then wondering what colour it is that I'm using. So, yeah, I just like to try and say what it is that I'm using. So we'll just go around like that. And I mean, already that's changed that significantly, hasn't it? So already it looks completely different, you know, completely better, I think. So this one is that lilac one. Now you can probably see, I mean, that lilac's barely showing, to be honest, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. But the blue is showing up well. So maybe in hindsight, I should have actually put, you know, maybe a thicker coating on. You know, I was very concerned that it was going to be, you know, very, very dark in the colours. But actually, you know, in hindsight, maybe I could have used it much darker, or could have gone with it much darker. Okay. And then around here. Okay, right, looking good. Oh, I love how these are looking already, to be honest. Yeah, really enjoying how these are looking. So let's just pop the lid on. Now, I'm really loving this gold paint at the moment. So let's kind of vintage them up with a bit of gold, shall we? Let's go around this one. Don't know really whether this is vintaging them up, to be fair, but it's doing something, isn't it? So yeah, let's kind of go around like that. Don't want to do them all the same, so perhaps we'll do that one like that. Ooh. Now the other thing that I thought we could try is I've got my metal corners, which don't know whether these are going to be too big. They do look quite big, don't they? Yeah, they do look quite big. What do we think? I mean, maybe we could just have one. Is that just too monstrous on there? Let me try it on this one. I don't mind it, actually. So what I'm thinking is, let's put this on here. So again, now when I use, you know, metal pieces, I just normally glue them with my hot glue. Obviously, again, different people have different kind of techniques that they like to use, or different glues they like to use. I mean, personally, I just always think the hot glue works wonderfully. So, you know, I'm just going to, yeah, glue it on with my hot glue. Okay. And again, you know, this is going to sort of help flatten this out a bit. Because like I say, you know, they've got that slightly curled edge going on. So yeah, this is just going to help to straighten that. Like that. And then I've got my patinas here. So I'm just going to go in with, oops, with a bit, oh dear, bit of this. So what I might do is go round a bit with some gold, like that. And again, I'm just going to go over the metal as well, to be honest. It's all good. So just going over the metal as well. And then I'm just going to bring in the patina. And I know I've said this every time I've used it. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be using the patina with your fingers. But, you know, personally, I just find it works really well like that. So, yeah. But, you know, if you've got sensitive skin or anything, it's maybe not the thing to be using. Okay. So that's that one. Looks pretty, doesn't it? obviously, once these bits are dry, what I might do is squash them in a, you know, very hard book or a very thick book, because they are, you know, they're still curling up, even though I've kind of, you know, even though we've stuck them together now and I've spread them out and I used the bone folder on them, they're still curling up. So, yeah, kind of, I think might have to, oops. Now, I wonder what this would look like if I just patina a bit around the edge of here. Oh, it's not really working, to be honest. Not really working on there at all. I wonder if I just put some... Oh, do you know, let's try it again. Because that's dried up quite a bit on there anyway. So let's just go with a bit of the gold. Oops. Oh my gosh, my hands are just messier and messier now. As the video goes by, the messier my hands are getting, so sorry. Okay, and then just a bit here around this edge. I'm just thinking that kind of then just ties that in a bit more, doesn't it? Yeah, quite like it. Just having that little bit of gilding, it kind of takes it to another level. So I'm again going to just hot glue this on like that. And I'm just going to put that on the top of here, like that. How pretty does that look? It's gorgeous, isn't it? And to be honest, we might even be able to put like a little gem in that bow, I'm thinking. Or, I wonder if I was going to say, I wonder if I could paint the patina in there. I'm probably going to mess this up completely, but let's give it a try. Well, it's not too bad. So, oh gosh, let me put my glasses on. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, this is not really how this patina is supposed to be used, I'm pretty certain. But hey, and then I might just do is kind of like paint in a couple of the lines of the bow. Oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Yay! Oh, that looks really pretty. Right, let's put that one out. Ooh, out the way. Like I say, I'm going to squash these in a book, you know, when I kind of finish. So yeah, I will kind of do something to squash these. Right, let's just try this without the gold and see how that looks. Oh dear, not making a good job of this one at all. You know why? I can hear my son pulling up. He's not been too well today, so he's been to the doctors to try and get some antibiotics. And yeah, I could just hear him kind of pulling up, and I thought, oh, he's going to come upstairs in a minute. So I'm now kind of rushing, and yeah, just now not making a good job at all. Oh gosh, that looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. Right, stop rushing. Stop rushing. I don't know why I'm rushing. I mean, it's not like he's going to, you know, be a nuisance or anything, but you know what it's like. You can kind of hear people and think, oh, I'd best just quickly finish what I'm doing. I mean, like I say, I don't really need to, but yeah, just heard the front door go, so he's back in. Oh, he's coming up. He's probably going to his room, to be fair. Right, let's just cut that down. And then, of course, I'm going to ink this, so... Sorry, my scissors have now got that red tape kind of stuck all over them. I mean, that red tape is brilliant stuff, isn't it? But it is very, very super sticky. So it really kind of gets everywhere. Okay. Let's just ink this. Oh, I quite like it to the side, I think. Yeah, that's quite pretty at the side. And I'm wondering if I could have any pearls. Now, lately I've been using my little tiny pearls quite a bit. Oh, to my, you know, horror, really, because they're really fiddly to use. I mean, they're very, very, very tiny. So let me just see. Oh, come on, they are here because I've used them a lot recently. Oh, where have they gone? Honestly, I've used them like loads of times recently, so I know that they're laying around here somewhere. Can I see them anywhere? Of course I can't. No. Oh, where have they disappeared to? Do you know, I have no idea now. No idea whatsoever. Right, okay, I've got this curly ribbon. Perhaps we could try that. Oh, that's quite pretty. In fact, I'm now wondering, could I have the curly ribbon? Oh, could I have the curly ribbon and the bow? Should we do that? Actually, although I said that was looking awful, you know, with the patina, and this would have been my ideal opportunity to cover it up. Now I've decided actually I prefer the patina side to the other side, so yeah, complete backtrack on that one. Let's just go in here like that. And then I'm just going to put that little bow to the side there, I think. Or we could have it maybe at the top. Just going to ink that ribbon up a bit. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Just those little things, they make such a difference. Do we want the ribbon, oops, to the side, or do we want it like here, here, here? Quite like it kind of hanging off at the bottom. Do you know, I'm wondering if I could staple that on. The only thing is I don't think it's going to want to staple because this is quite thick, to be honest. But I do like it at the bottom, so let's just pop it on down there. Yep. Okay. Like that. How cute is that one? Looks very cute, doesn't it? I mean, obviously I did have the mishap at the back of here, if you can see that, with the stamping and things. So, you know, this one's quite smudged. So, you know, it's got a few kind of little bits that didn't quite pan out, you know, which is a bit of a shame. But hey, the overall, I think it still looks good. I still think it's fine. It looks still pretty. So, right, now I've just got this floral trim. So I'm just wondering whether we could have one of these on this one. How cute does that look? Right, so, do you know, I'm going to go back in with this patina, even though I thought it looked horrendous on the last one. Now, backtracked on that completely and decided, oh gosh, now it's dried up again. So, oh, this does not stay dry very long. I mean, of course, because it is kind of metal type paint. So I guess, you know, you'd want it drying pretty quickly, wouldn't you? But yeah, I mean, it's actually drying a bit too quick, really, for my liking here on this project. But okay. Yeah, okay. And I'm just going to try and hold it there. Just do down that side. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is very fiddly. Just doing these sides, you know, like where it's kind of been glued together or stuck together. It's just got sort of white showing, if you know what I mean. So I'm just trying to cover that up. Oh, I love how that looks. Isn't that just scrumptious? Right. Okay, so, yep, I quite like that one. Now, thinking, yeah, let's put this cute flower here. That looks very, very pretty, doesn't it? And actually, I'm just wondering whether we could get away with anything else on here. And actually, just before I stick this on, I'm just going to see whether that flower would look better inked. Oh, I don't know now. Wondering whether we could have, you know, like we've done the little banner pieces with the wax seals and things. So I'm just wondering whether we could have, like, you know, one of those ribbony banner things from this. I'm not saying that this is necessarily the right colour, but I just thought, oh, I wonder how that would look. Oh, do you know, I'm going to just glue this together because obviously it's a little bit tricky trying to kind of keep moving it but keeping it sort of together. So yeah, let's just take that. Oops. Take that like that, and oops. Just going to cut this down. Oh my gosh, I've now put my brush in the patina. Oh my goodness, look at how big this is compared to this. I'm not making a good job of this at all. But what do we think? I mean, I actually think that looks quite cute. Again, I mean, like I say, I'm not sure that that's quite the right colour blue for that. But to be honest, I don't mind it. So let's just go for that, shall we? So I'll just pop that one on there like that. And then my little flower. Oops. Just hot glue the whole thing straight down. Ooh, like that. Okay. How cute is that? Yay. Very cute, isn't it? So let me just mop up my bit of patina here. Now this looks like it's not coming off, but trust me, with wet wipes, this is obviously a dry wet wipe, it will wipe straight off. So, you know, I might have to just, you know, rub it a couple of times, but it will come off. So yeah, if you're horrified, it, you know, it's not coming off, it will come off. So yeah, don't need to worry about that. Right, let's pull in the ones that we've done. So, I mean, obviously, like I say, I've only decorated the 4 because I didn't want to just kind of bore you by kind of doing them over and over again. But let's put this down here so you can see a little bit more clearly. Oh, I love them. Oh, did we not finish this one? Do you know, I think we've only decorated the 3. We must have only decorated 3, which that's a bit strange, isn't it? Okay, let me just finish this one off then. I thought that I had done that one. Now I'm like, ooh, had I said that I was going to do something and then put that there to dry or something? That must have been what's happened. And yeah, now I can't think what I actually said that I was going to do either. Oh, honestly, I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. Right, I've got just one of those teeny weeny bows. So I'm thinking maybe we could have like a little bow or something. Oops. Just over to the side. Yeah, I mean, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Let's just pop that one down. Can't believe I forgot that one. I mean, in reality, I'm surprised that I'm so shocked. Because actually what I should be doing is thinking, I can't believe I actually remembered the other ones. But that's very cute, isn't it? Now, it's got this pearl trim. Which wondering whether we could have that anywhere. Oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it? I mean, we could maybe glue that somewhere. It's a bit weird. I mean, I'm just grabbing things that are, you know, floating around on the desk, to be honest. I mean, it's annoying because I'm still now hunting for that, you know, those tiny pearls, because I would have quite liked to have had some little pearls on here. Oh, what have I done with them? That's the question. What have I done with them? Right, I have got some lovely little flower trims that I got in Happy Mail. So I'm just wondering whether I've got anything in here, you know, that would be the right colour. Oh, what about these? Oh, how cute is this? Oh, actually, I have got some little flowers. Yeah, rather than cut that one up, because that's in the gorgeous kind of grey and pink together, I've got those little flower trims that I bought from eBay recently. I'm just thinking, could I get away with one of those? Again, let me just ink this up so it's got a vintagey kind of look, because at the moment it's obviously very bright white, which doesn't look so good. Okay. Not loving that, to be honest. Well, that's quite cute with it in the middle of the butterfly, actually. Let's do that. Yeah, that looks sweet, doesn't it? In the middle of the butterfly there. Yeah. Oh, I just wish that I could find those pearls. They would look really, really nice. And honestly, I just used them literally a couple of days ago. So they are here. They are definitely here somewhere. So let me just have one last quick scoot around the desk. So, you know, when I say scooch around the desk, I'm literally meaning just a quick rummage through the pile of paper. No, not there. Not there. What about this side? Oh, are they this side? No. No. I mean, they are here, obviously, but yeah. It's probably just not really worth wasting my time looking around, to be honest, at the moment. So perhaps we'll just have one of these little pearls. And I just cut that down. Oops. I just put this in the centre of that flower. And just those little kind of touches, they just take it to the next level, don't they? Yeah. I mean, I think that looks really cute on there. I mean, I didn't mind the pink centre, but I think the pearl centre looks cuter. Better. There we go. How cute does that look? Love it. So these are the 4 that we've finished. So, I mean, I think they look absolutely gorgeous, don't they? Very, very vintage and, yeah, very, very scrumptious, I must say. So I hope that you like them, and maybe it's given you some inspiration to get yours out if you've got some of these little specimen slidey things, you know, that you've kind of been having in your stash, wondering what to do with. And, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks then. Bye.